It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
I got 180. 56. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 36. Check. Yellow. Check 37.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy.
Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
No. Hey, 43. Kill.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We call that sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Go, go, go.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Browns.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, 43, 10-10.
Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Switch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, man, watch the goose.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Mike 56. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
For the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Ready, break.
The Browns' drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got one. Show it. Hey, rip lane. Slam. Hey, 57, color.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
What we got? Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Attack!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Gordon on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here I come. Motion. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm scared. 56.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a... And he is in! Touchdown, Kansas City! Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Go! At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
He's talking about you. Tell him to run. Tell him to run. 3 down. 3 down. Wide. Get wide. Dog. On the ball.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
56, Mike, 56. Blue down. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Back to throw here. And this one complete to Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go. 51 the mark, boy, 51. You don't want none. Come here, pick up the ball. 51 the mark, 51 the mark.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And the Browns first down.
Down. 60 outlaw. Check, 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 check. Ready.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump-off.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
2nd and 1. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league. As a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56. All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Now let's get
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Not today, you are. Not today. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The 30, the 20, 10, and he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely. Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check, 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 check.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Second and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Joseph is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 56, Mike 56. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Shoot. Attack.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 44.
It's a gain of 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Uses the stiff arm, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 30, 20. 10, 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and goal, Cleveland.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Mike, 56. Seam 6. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense